In the spirit of more money comes the legend. From the makers of Last of Us, the makers of God of War, the company who brought you the PlayStation 4 comes Beyond Two Souls HD Remastered 4K 120-bit. I mean, okay. It's interesting because now Beyond Two Souls is getting an updated edition for the PlayStation 4. This is kind of something you see a lot at the end of an era. And so now this is kind of interesting because if you look at the end of the PlayStation 1, end of the PlayStation 2, what we saw that you had these really good games, and they made the best usage of that weaker hardware possible. And then what happens? Like from Cool Borders 2001, from PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, they just upped it a little bit, and it got a lot better. And the load times were actually quicker too on the PlayStation 2 version because I had both. But it just got a little bit better. And then like with PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3, games like Guitar Hero and stuff like that, everything's going on in the background. They actually just get a little bit better. And now with what they did, Last of Us, God of War, and now Beyond Two Souls, you actually have it where it's just that little bit better, but this time in the generations, it's harder to notice the difference because these games were already masterpieces on the PlayStation 3. PlayStation 4, you got that little bit better. And obviously it's now going in 1080p, as a native resolution as opposed to before, which its resolution was more like 720, right? So it's interesting that at the end of a generation, you got these companies doing this stuff, and they're like, let's just make some more money. HD, remaster, awesome edition. So for me, it's a toss-up because like even when they did it with the Prince of Persia series and whatnot, the games didn't look much better. They didn't look noticeably better. The only thing that got better was loading times, and that's actually something I would be excited for, especially with PlayStation 4, because there's a PlayStation 3 now and PlayStation 4, and when you've got so much more power at your hands, hopefully it can be like, I like games that load like that. Funny story, but I popped in Perfect Dark, and I was already playing it on my N64, right? And my wife's sitting behind me, and she's like, "You're playing already?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "What happened to the load time?" And I expect as we take these old PlayStation 3 games and put them on PlayStation 4, that, the load times will, that's my hope for this stuff. And obviously there is going to be some load time, but oh my gosh, it sucked in Last of Us. Oh, goodness. When you're waiting about 2 minutes for a screen to load, might as well go make a sandwich. The only games I've seen that load worse than this was it Samurai Showdown or Fatal Fury? Is either Fatal Fury 2 Special or Samurai Showdown on Sega CD. It's been a while since I played those, but those took forever. Go up, make a sandwich, eat it, clean up, maybe take a bio break, get a glass of water. I think I want some Kool-Aid. Make some Kool-Aid, come back down, still loading. Why am I playing this game? So, any rate, though, my hope is that, as Sony keeps doing this, and it seems to me like it's happening with games that are, huge titles. Seems like they're doing it more with these than anything. But my hope is that they make an overall better experience for those who skip the PlayStation 3. But for those who have them, these games are now cheaper as well, and Last of Us had a loading time. God of War didn't. Last of Us had a significant loading time. I should be very clear on that one. God of War didn't, and a lot of these games are just kind of like, whatever. Whatever. If you want the HD version, you're coming at the PlayStation 4. This is how you get PlayStation 3 games on your PlayStation 4. If you are a PlayStation 3 owner, just get the PlayStation 3 versions because they already look darn near close to PlayStation 4 quality. You're not missing a whole lot. That's my thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts below. And as always, support link helps us out. Moralgamer, moralgamer.com. We'll catch you next time.